We're back this morning. Over the weekend, a scary situation at the South Center Mall in Tukwila. Police say someone entered the mall, opened fire, injuring 2 people. They believe those 2 people knew each other and are not calling it an active shooter situation. But what a scary time for those caught in the chaos. What do you do if something like this happens near you?
Let's bring in Bill Cooper, a security consultant with Premier Risk Solutions. So, Bill, I mean, this is definitely not something people should have to even think about or certainly experience, but why is it important to be prepared for a possible active shooter situation?
Well, thanks for having me, and it is important. The key is awareness, is to simply be aware of what circumstances you're in, where you're at, and there are actions that you can take if you find yourself in one of these situations. Their relative odds of you getting in one of these are extremely unlikely. But if you do, that's not the time to start thinking about it. And so there are actions you can actually take.
Well, what sort of things should you be doing? What should you be prepared for? If you're at the mall, there's a lot of people. What should you be aware of?
Be aware of your surroundings. Always, number one, know at least 2 ways out. And there's the consistent training in run, hide, fight. We talk about those in more of a linear fashion, in order. Sometimes that doesn't happen. And in this case, in the mall in Tukwila, you had a situation where you had opportunities. For example, the shooting was in the east end of the mall. If you're in the west end of the mall or central of the mall, get out. Make no mistake, if you can get out, get out. That's rule number 1. If you don't know where the shooter is or he's in close proximity, then you're going to go somewhere and hide and or lock down. If you find yourself in a circumstance where you can't get out or you can't lock down or hide, then you may have to decide that you're going to fight. But those are not linear. They may come in different order as circumstances permit. So if you look at running, that's the number 1. If you can get out, and leave belongings behind. Take your family. If you can get other people to go with you, get them out. If you find yourself where you don't know where the shooter is or he's in close proximity, then hide. If you can get in a place where you can lock the doors, do that, but make it very hard, as hard as you can, for the shooter to get in. If he or she gets in, then you may find yourself in a circumstances where, unpleasant as it is, you may have to fight because it comes down to survival.
And it comes down to just having that message just in the back of your head, right? It's so sad that we have to think about these, but you're saying have that discussion with your family ahead of time too.
Yeah, exactly. Be aware. You should talk about it in advance. What would we do? Same thing as a fire in your home.
Right.
What would you do if? And if you're in the mall, it isn't about fear. It isn't about paranoia. It's simple awareness. And as I said, the relative likelihood of getting in one of these is very remote.
Yeah.
But if you do, you should have a plan.
Well put. Bill Cooper is consultant with Premier Risk Solutions. We appreciate your help this morning, Bill. Thanks so much.